you join me at Madame Beauvoir? Because obviously we did the historian quest at the end of, well, during the last episode. I just want to turn it in to see what we get. Could be useful. Patron of the Past. Trophy earned. Hot trash is what it is. Got all of them. One for the books. Trophy earned. Nice. Still prefer that to the bleed. Killing enemies inflicted with toxic instantly replenishes 40% of your magazine. Not sure that's actually working, to be honest, but just grab
This here
that.
museum is a testament to your collecting, sweetheart.
Ain't nobody stupid.
Did we get like a exotic or anything? Nothing new there. Ooh, we did. Killing a enemy with a melee skill replenishes ammunition in your current magazine. Reduce the damage taken from elites by 25%. Shotgun weapon damage increased by 10%. And that's what we just got. I do like reduces damage taken from elites. But, oh well. I'm not in a min-maxy position at the moment. There's no point. Okay. Fast travel, fast travel. Up top there. Going into a boss battle. Not 100% sure. Do that. We'll go for close range. Might as well look at my accolade while I'm here. Say, all cosmetic stuff. Have a drink with your friend. Yeah, this is what I'm looking forward to. Anyway, this stalling pool. Let's get on into the Carvel. Or Caravel, I should say. Carvel. How did they get there first? There's many an unanswered question to be had.
Let's finish this.
I need to
End of the
heal.
road,
Not
one
heal.
way or another.
Despite everything, we've brought the uplink all this way. I wish Jane could see us.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Jane. Oh man, it's creepy. Waiting for something to jump scare me here. Still no legendaries from a chest. Access the bridge.
Listen. Signal. We're here. It works. Oh God, it works. Someone hit the lights.
It's exactly as I saw it. As we saw it.
Anna, that's not real. That's this planet, all right, but it's long gone.
No. No, it's... Get the fuck off! It's...
Go away. I'm in no mood for this today.
You okay?
You're here. I had imagined this so many times. But never you.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Monroy?
But how? How did this ship get here before us?
How do you think? You people left us to die as the Earth crumbled. But I don't die so easy, do I? No, we built a new engine. An engine that chained all others before it. So while you were still crawling through deep space, we were already here. Oh, you should have seen it. Their primitive civilization, the natives, they treated us like gods.
Yeah. I've seen what you did to the natives.
I see now. This isn't a rescue. Why didn't you come when we sent out the distress call? Huh? It's 30 years since the Flores arrived in our skies. 30 years surviving in this hell.
This hell was because of you. My entire life trapped in that valley, slaughtering each other for nothing. You robbed our people of hope before we even got here.
Don't flatter yourselves. You were as capable of every wickedness. The Pax weren't as docile as they looked. They had powers. So much power. Things I had to understand.
So you just rounded them up? You tortured them, you son of a bitch.
Are you really so naive? How long before those creatures tired of us? Before they turned against us? They would have had us on our bloody knees. All that I wanted was their powers. For us. For all of us. So that we could survive, so we could be strong. Don't you see? We lost the Earth because we were meant for something more. There. But for the grace of I go you, my child. Do you think that you would be standing there with the powers of a god if it hadn't been for me? All that I've done for humanity. I saved us.
You cursed us.
But I won.
It's done.
Okay.
Fuck him.
No more wasting time. I have to tap the uplink into the Caravel's power so we can reach the Flores before we...
Shit. He found us. We gotta go.
No, leave me. I have to do this.
Do what you gotta do, Doc. That door won't hold long.
Outrider, if that beast cracks this ship's hull, we lose electronics, we lose the pods, we lose everything.
I'll take care of it. You just get those pods down.
I did like Charlie just shooting him in the head. Defeat Yago. Brilliant. Here we go. Here we go. fucking anomalies. Wow. What the hell? Okay. Is this guy going to be an arse? I can't kill him. Just can't kill him. Um. Yeah. Gonna take down the world tier here. Let's go down one. See what it's like. Yeah, I just can't take on them riffs. Probably could do with a shotgun here, but not that way built. with them rifts. I just don't know how I'm going to deal with them. Just don't have the firepower to. Try. Fuck's sake. Got nothing built for this. Come on. Oh, more rifts. How pleasant. Right. It's going down to 12. Just don't have the damage, and that did nothing. Do a pain launcher? Oh, we're going to go down to 12. Let's say I'll be here for hours. How many of these do you want? Seriously? Just die. Pain launcher didn't do jack. Okay, right. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and keep up well tier 12, and I'll just showcase the next battle that I kill him on, because if not, we're going to be here for a while. out. Oh boy. What on earth? Can you just stop the anomaly rifts, please? Oh, or not.
Talk to me! Hurry it up!
No! Blood rounds. God, this battle is nuts. not the person I wanted to hit. Fucking anomaly rips. They're the more important. Didn't mean to do that. Die! Holy moly.
Zahidi? What's happening in there?
It's working! I've contacted the Flores. Transmitting the first launch codes. Now!
God damn it, Doc! We can't hold them! This place is gonna blow!
Almost there. Almost there!
Tahiti, get out of there! We have to leave!
I can't! I have to transmit the codes!
My gun! Get me my gun! Get out of there, Tahiti! You'll be trapped!
The pods are more important than me!
Tiago!
Get in! I'm not losing any more friends.
Oh, shit. I guess it's over.
The signal. The uplink. It was all for nothing.
Wait, guys, look. Over there.
The pods? It worked?
You did it.
My God. I guess some of the commands went through after all.
Well, like I always say, it ain't over till it's over. What the hell? One of Roy's people?
No, I don't think so.
Who are you?
We're from the war zone. Are you the Outriders?
We heard tales about an altered. Outriders. Opening the frontier. Finding a cure in the forest. We've been following your trail since the war zone.
So, what now? We keep moving.
Okay then. Outriders. Oh boy. Just change a few things so I've not got it blaring in my ears. Outriders. Ah, yes. Monarch. We'll come on to him. I have thoroughly enjoyed this game. It has been completely and utterly full of jank, and it's nowhere near polished. And I'm disappointed in games as a general at the moment that are coming out unrefined. What? Haven't I just killed you? Okay, maybe that's setting up for the next thing. I don't know. But yeah, games in general, Monster Hunter Rise is come out with a partial game. You know, and it's at times, obviously this was recorded during COVID and all of that stuff, so you can understand there's going to be a bit of jank. But the actual gameplay of Outriders, I've thoroughly enjoyed.
Fuckers did it.
There's me doing my review. Here we go. That's probably better. Turn it back down again. So yeah, in terms of the gunplay, the ability to use, just the premise of this game, I've thoroughly enjoyed. You know, the actual combat, the fighting, even though it's been tough, and I've had to, you know, a couple of the boss battles, even that final boss battle, had to turn down the world tier setting because it was just really, really hard, and obviously almost getting one-shotted, so on and so forth. And if I came back with some better gear, probably a shotgun, something to take out the anomalies, say, in that final battle. A bit more consistency other than blighted rounds. It would have been, you know, it would have been a bit easier, and I would have done it at the higher world tier. But that's not to take away from the fact that you can alter quite easily difficulty that you want to battle at, and obviously it ties to rewards and stuff. Really understandable, but there's nothing stopping me then bumping up the world tier to 14 and then bringing them items up with me. Brilliant. I say, just a lot of fun to pick up the controller and kill things. A lot of fun. But I'm going to touch on the things that I'll start with the negatives first. And obviously this has a lot, not a lot of negatives, but there's a lot of jank behind it. One, cutscene graphics are low. Even in the final cutscene there, it was like blurry, almost two pictures. That wasn't your connection. That's not my recording. That's what I'm seeing on my monitor as well. So yeah, cutscene graphics are low to the point as well where I set up my character to have greyish hair, white hair. Yeah, in some scenes he was brown, sometimes he was black. So there's a lot of refinement needed in that sense. So the cutscene graphics are low, but before the actual in-game fighting scenes, you know, if you stood up and looked down over the surroundings and stuff, the graphics there were pretty good. I don't have a 4K monitor, so I can't see it in 4K. I can't record it in 4K because I don't have a 4K capture card. So, you know, I've recorded this in the highest that I can. So I don't get to see the 4K sort of side of it, but you know, it looks good. Other things, especially I think it was the one where there was a you're doing Russian roulette with a gun on someone. The random camera twirling between characters, instead of it just flipping between one and the other, they've tried to almost rotate a camera, and at some points it can make you feel sick. Yeah, that was a bit weird. NPC dialogue was very, very limited. I made a joke about it being in a Marvel Avengers level of seriously, you are the best. To the bloke as you walk into Trench Town, and he goes, "Mind the vomit." That was the same, and you're getting, when you turn in the rewards with the two vendors in Trench Town as well. They give you the same opening lines. There's no variety there. I preferred a little bit more on that. And the scenes as well. Cutscene. A lot of it's cutscenes. My negativity. Cutscenes weren't lining up, so you open the door and his hand's nowhere near where it should have been. I think Jakob had his foot up on supposed to have his foot up on a container, but his foot was floating in midair, and you could see the container. Basic things that probably should have been a little bit better refined in that sense. Yeah, I've not struggled to pick up a controller and play the game, to put on my headset and record. The story, yeah, I'm not. Story is a little bit weak. You landed, you're going off, you know, to do stuff. You had this journey to go through, you know, and you've picked up your companions on the way. And initially it was, you know, Seth, and then Seth got murdered by Moloch. So you then took on Moloch, and then you'd never heard from him again, and you've seen him in a cutscene there. So I'm not sure if there's some like post-game stuff around Moloch, but it also seems like there's some post-game stuff with Yagek. Well, I'm going to call him Yagek. So there's no sort of finite stuff with that. Who knows? But you've sort of chased this signal, to get the drop pods down, and I think the end game content is around them drop pods. But yeah, it's a little bit weak, and you never had the time to build relationships with some characters. So Jane, the sniper at the very beginning, when you go and search for Zahidi, gets instantly killed. After like the end of that mission, but you haven't had the time with her to get an emotional response from that. So it seemed worthless. Death. The only one was probably Jacob when he died. But you saw that coming because Shana had pre-warned you that he wasn't there, so you knew he was going to die. So that was a wasted thing. I actually thought Tiago was going to be Jakob from the hairstyles and stuff. I thought that he might have been a flip between split personality type thing. Hasn't worked out that way. But yeah, story was a little bit weak. I did like the different biomes that you've gone through. There's a lot of variety there. Enemy variety. There's two. There's two. You've got your humanoids and your creature. I preferred the creatures rather than the humanoids. I preferred them battles. Humanoids tend to be more bullet sponges. And that's where I had most of my difficulties with. And there was a little bit of variety, not that much. It's reskins. When you've gone from sort of Rift Town at the beginning through to the Carvel at the end, the humanoid enemies had the basic setups. You had your general shooters, your warriors, as they were at the end. Sort of your mid-range firers. You had your berserkers running up and getting in your face. You had your hunters, which were your snipers, and then you had your elites, which are your big tanks. Again, they all sort of played very, very similar, just reskinned with a different name on. I hated the shaman warlocks. Oh my god, how much health do they want to have? Yeah, generally, say nitpickies. I love the world tier system. I think that's excellent. I haven't even touched on crafting. Crafting is a benchmark for me in this game now for all other crafting that needs to happen. The customizable of it. You get a weapon you like, it's got some stuff on, you can level it up to keep it relevant. I've done that with the legendary LMG that I've got. You break down gear that you're not using, you get their perks. You can add them perks onto your weapon one at a time, which is good. I think that keeps the balance there. Yeah, you can customize your weapons really, really well. You can upgrade them, not on the fly, but you go back to Zahedi and upgrade. Really easy to do. You get to a fast travel point, net back, and done. That crafting system is just how crafting needs to be done going forwards in games. Hands down, the flexibility on that, and it's obviously tied to progression because they can release certain mods during the game. I haven't got all the mods. I guess the tier 3 mods are legendary only. So as we get legendaries and we don't want, we'll break them down and we can be even more customizable. But yeah, that is probably my most favorite piece of this game. It's taken me 54 parts to get to here, which is a lot longer than I thought. I've obviously done all of the side quests that I could. I think I've done. Yeah, I think I did all the side quests as well as the story in one. So 54 parts is a good return on investment, I think, for me on the game. Plus the end game, which I can't comment on because credits rolling. I haven't got there. Yeah, it's been it's been janky, but it's been so much fun to play. So yeah, that has been Outriders. Going forwards, I will probably I might stream on Twitch the in-game stuff and then just upload that in parts onto YouTube. I'm still trying to move. We're sat near the middle to the end of April, and I haven't moved. Should have been moving next Friday, but I'm not. So that leaves Returnal. I can actually download Returnal and play that. Hopefully, it's not an always-on system, so that I can play that offline when I don't have internet when I move. So yeah, Returnal is probably coming. You've got Biomutant coming. Mass Effect comes out at the end of May as well. That's probably one that I will hold off on. I've played them all before. It's just a remaster. Probably going to be really, really good remaster, mine. But I'm looking for some new experiences at the moment. Yeah, I've got some randomizer Final Fantasies that I want to do. Been looking up some randomized Final Fantasies that I want to do because I do like to play a RPG as well as a sort of an more actiony game. And that'll get me in the swings ready for when Intergrade comes with the Yuffie episodes. So yeah, that's coming up on the channel. Man, this has been a blast. This is going to be probably an hour or so video because looking at the time just for this with the credits and stuff, it's about half an hour, and then there's I know about half an hour's worth of first attempts on that boss. So yeah, this is it. If you've enjoyed the look of this game, pick it up. Even though it's been a bit janky, and one thing to touch on, people and I've seen some reports and sort of non-spoiler reviews from other people as well about connection issues at launch. I haven't really had them apart from a known issue when you log in on the PlayStation 5. It sits on the signed in, and you can't get into the game. I've never been disconnected while I've been in the game. Never had any problems like that. There has been some bugged quests where I've had to, as you've seen in some of the videos, load out, load in. This sort of stuff will probably be tweaked over the coming months, I would guess. I'm guessing it's one of the symptoms of developing remotely in a COVID time. Not giving them any leeway for that or buy for that. They should have tested it. Stuff like that is basic testing that they should have done. and seen and been able to fix. Standard bug testing 101. But yeah, I haven't seen any of the network issues apart from the signed in issue, which I literally just have to restart my PlayStation 5 and, you know, away we go. So, yeah, this has been Outriders. Cracking game. And I'm hoping the end game still gives the enjoyment factor of that. But yeah, it's now lunchtime for me. Let's see what if we can skip the credits and get anything else. One last chance. Expedition. Team up with other players to face Enoch's challenges to collect drop pod resources and powerful gear. Expedition difficulty is determined by selecting challenge tier. The fastest way to unlock new tiers is to play on the highest currently available tier. Better completion times mean more tiers are unlocked and more drop pod resources are gathered. Loot from enemies is collected after expeditions. If you win, you'll be available from the drop pod. If you fail, they'll be available in the loot chest in the preparation room. Challenge tier progression unlocks new locations. Unlock challenge tier 15 and gather 40,000 drop pod resources to embark on the final expedition at the Eye of the Storm. Okay, that's probably the true boss. I'm in the Outriders camp. Okay. Agak 2. I think, in that case, we are golden. I will do a bit of experimenting here. And yeah, this has been Outriders. And if I enjoy the drop pods, I will showcase that on the channel. If I don't, you won't. And we'll have another game coming. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. I need to cut this with the other video now. So yeah, thank you very much. My name's Paul, aka Enoch. This has been Outriders Story. And thoroughly enjoyed it, as I said. And I'll see you guys in the next one.